Hello and welcome to Amber's Dreams Tarot. This is Amber and I'm going to do a little tarot for you. All of my decks are pre-shuffled. One thing I do want to mention before we get into it is that I am not going to be reaching out to any of you to purchase anything. So if anyone does from any account saying that they are me and trying to get you to buy anything, be sure to report them because that is most definitely not me. If you are interested in a dream interpretation, a private tarot reading, or a remote viewing, my information to get a hold of me is in the description box below. That's a lot. I'm going to do the whole thing again. Okay. See if the same cards come out they usually do. Whoa! Okay. My goodness. Okay, so big energy, kind of feeling like something's going to overflow or somebody's going to overflow, particularly with like, I almost get like they're going to blurt something out, be very clumsy with their words, possibly their actions. Somebody could literally like stumble, fall. Okay, let's see. We have the Magician, the Six of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Emperor, and Sword with Make a Change. So it seems like somebody has some sort of mastery with something. They're ready to go. They're where they need to be. They're very, very skilled at something. And then we move on to the Six of Water, being the Six of Cups. So this is kind of bringing, okay, so this may be some, like a gift or a talent that somebody has had since they were a child. And they have, worked on this, this gift, applied it, practice it to hone it and master it. Somebody is very passionate. They're, they could be very creative. It's a very high drive type of energy, very fast energy coming in. Time could be a factor here, like somebody is like feeling like they're out of time, or actually like they have a deadline. Yeah. And we have the Emperor, and I'm feeling this deadline tied to this Emperor energy. So the Emperor, he is, he's a leader. He's usually quite serious. It doesn't have to be a he. I'm just, that's just the energy. It's a very masculine energy. We have organization and logic, structure and discipline and leadership with the Emperor. And if you can even see in this card, the Emperor looks like he's waiting. So it could be that whatever this time is maybe something can't happen until this time arrives, rather than a deadline. Or when the deadline happens, then the next step can happen. So we have the sword with Make a Change. First off is an image of someone looking at their reflection. So there could be mirrored images going on. Could be somebody doing some reflecting, because we do have the sword, which is air energy and goes in with like thoughts and thinking and logic. Could have to do with strategy as well. Also, they are cutting their hair in this, so it's like they finally come to a decision to let something go so that there can be some new growth. Also, in the dream interpretation world, your hair in your dreams is going to be linked with your thoughts. So like if you have a dream where you have like just crazy Rapunzel hair, As far as length, that means, I mean, that could be overthinking. It can be just a ton of thoughts going on. If your hair is all messy and weird and funky, that's reflective of your thoughts and your dreams. So her cutting off her hair, and the same with the dream world. You cut your hair, it's kind of like you're letting go of certain patterns of thoughts. Somebody could be choosing to think differently. That could be how they've reached their mastery, is to control their thoughts. Maybe their mastery has something to do with the mind. Doesn't have to. We have listen. In that moment of listening, what did you hear? What thoughts came to mind? Something to take note of. We have throat, and we have a raise or a promotion. So it could be what's coming in next, or what this deadline is about. What the next phase would be some type of raise and promotion. We have the listen and the throat. So this is kind of a balance between speaking and listening. Okay. Put these aside. Actually, I'm going to do one more of these. Oh. We have spy. Okay. So this could be you watching somebody else, or somebody else watching you. Somebody could literally be a spy. That the emperor could literally be a spy, or works at an organization of such, with your ABCs. If you know, you know. And come on. Wow, so I'm really just getting like somebody is just sitting and waiting, listening to the ticking of a clock. Like it's a countdown, a final countdown, possibly. Yeah, I'm getting like a raid. Uh-huh. Okay. And we have judication. This could actually be a raid, because we have spy, we have the emperor, and the judication as well. Somebody's health could be improving as well. Not with that card. I saw a different card in here with the bad health in reverse. So if you've been sick, or if you have one of your loved ones have been sick, they could be getting better. And we have high honor, an extra raise and promotion. So this does very much seem like some type of raid. There's going to be some type of raid, and somebody's going to get promoted for it. This emperor is going to get a promotion for it. So this feels like two different people to me. So we have somebody who has mastered some skills that they've had since they were a child. Could be that these two people knew each other as children. Maybe they grew up together, went to school together, were friends together when they were children. This person could be spying on this person. I feel like the raid is like over here. So I don't feel like the raid is on this person. Like this is just what the emperor, like this is the emperor's job over here. Let's see. The emperor may be watching this magician now. just a heads up so people know. All of your smart devices can be tapped, and for some years now, they're not telling us, but some of us have found out in a very negative way that police are able to do this. And just because it's illegal for them to tap your devices without a warrant does not mean they don't do it. In fact, they absolutely do it. So this could very well be a situation where the Semper has the, he does raids, and he has all that, the legal ability to spy and stuff, but he could also be using that same technology for, maybe to see what his childhood, crush or friend is up to as well. Just going to throw that out there. All right. We are going to, actually, I want an outcome. All right, so I'm going to pull, let's see, I'll pull from this first. Okay, you want to come right on out. Okay, so we have don't ask to understand the secrets of the universe, but simply know what this moment means. So really giving me like almost like a don't ask, don't tell, maybe. Or they didn't ask to, somebody didn't ask for something. A lighthouse may be significant for somebody. If it's not a literal lighthouse that's significant for somebody, it could have to do with just guidance and kind of a beacon of light, being a beacon of light for somebody. Or somebody honing in on somebody. We have the world lives and breathes, and we can draw its spirit into us. So that kind of feels like that goes with that magician over there. We do have the thoughts over there, and if their particular mastery has to do with the mind, with this sun card coming up, it brings to mind one way of kind of that let me put it this way, one way that telepathic people, particularly telepathic children, have been described is by having the shine, which was the Stephen King story. I think he has a couple of stories about that. But that's just another way to name it that way. Also, when you have these people, they can radiate just immense amounts of light. So that's going into kind of like your light workers that are also, very heavy into telepathy, could be telekinesis, just like powers of the mind, basically, or gifts of the mind that we're all born with, by the way. It's just a matter of remembering and practice, practice, practice. All right, so we have the Hermit. So this is saying somebody is kind of staying by themselves, maybe quite isolated. And it really just seems like that's, not a bad place to be. While they're there, they could be doing the listening. Also, as far as this spy work, it could be, they're not just watching, they're listening and stuff. Don't let that freak you out. Just welcome to the new age, I guess. But yeah, somebody seems to be staying in isolation, kind of honing their own gifts, and I don't really feel like that's a bad place to be. So, all right. So next, I am going to pull from my charms and letters. If you are sensitive to sound, you may want to turn your volume down or skip past this. Also, if you're here already, if this resonates with you, please let me know in the comments how it does. It really helps really helps the channel whenever you do comments, you do likes. Absolutely hit subscribe. And again, if you are ever interested in a personal reading, remote viewing, or dream interpretation, my information will be in the box. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these now. It's going to be a little loud. Okay, so while I was shuffling, I heard discord. That could be that, people just aren't communicating well with each other. It could have to do with the Discord app. I was also hearing, oh, what was it? It was something like they're going to help her. So this being a feminine energy does not need to be female in gender, just feminine energy. So somebody is a masculine energy says they are going to help this feminine energy. And they felt like they said it with conviction. So, all right. If you look into the little box, see anything that stands out to you, you can pause the screen if you need to. All right. Also remember with this reading, throughout any reading, only take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't try to make stuff fit, especially with these collective YouTube readings. We're reading for so many people, so it may, the pizza, the how funny, I was going to say the pizzas instead of the pieces, and we have a pizza here, but the pieces that, fit and radiate for you, take those with you, leave the rest for somebody else. All right, we have to be authentic is to be true to yourself and your values, and have that right next to understand. Getting somebody is very unwavering in their morals and values, particularly their values is what's coming to mind. Follow the flow of life. Resistance leads to struggle. We have a message in a bottle, so a message will be coming through. It wants to roll over here with this pizza. And because my tongue kind of tripped over itself earlier, I believe that's for a reason. So this could be a literal pizza for some of you. It could be having to do with, if you know, you know. I'm not necessarily getting that feeling with this, but I'm really just getting like this is a piece of... like a piece of a bigger puzzle, maybe. We have a tassel. Somebody could have graduated. We have a baby carriage. Somebody could be expecting or have a baby. Otherwise, it would just be representative of newness. We have a couple of keys. Keys are going to be there for you to open doors to opportunities. You can also use those keys to lock doors, but I do suggest, opening up new doors, experience life, because we're only here in this lifetime for, a certain amount of time. Might as well get all of it that you can before you have to start over again in the next. We have a compass for direction. Right now, the east is standing out to me. That may be significant for you. And then we have the fan. So this fan could be used to conceal someone's face. It can also be used, they used to do certain signals with it. So kind of like communicating in a secretive way, which would go back with this spy and that raid energy. All right, for our letters, we have T-I-U-E-N-A, another A, and an X. So right off the bat, the AA and the X stood out to me. So somebody's X could be in AA. I have UTI. And although it's not here, I was strongly getting anorexia. Somebody could have anorexia or had that, and I'm sorry if that's a triggering word. Somebody could be recovering from that, hence like the AA. If you have an eating disorder that has turned into that, or a UTI or anything like that, definitely see a medical doctor for that. I'm getting aux as in auxiliary. We have ant. Okay, what am I not seeing here? We have neat. Okay. Well, whatever words you saw that I did not, please put them in the not the description box. Put them in the comment section so that other listeners can draw from that as well. Again, if you would like a personal reading, dream interpretation, remote viewing, my contact info is in the box below. Please like and subscribe, and thank you so much. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.